I'm baby JC. I'm little, I'm glowing, and I've got a heart full of light. Every night, I float through the stars, looking for little friends like you to share stories with. Tonight, I want to tell you a very special story. It's the story of how I came into the world. Are you snuggled in? Good. Let's begin. I still remember it like yesterday. When I was just a few weeks old, Mommy and Daddy took me on a special trip to Jerusalem. The streets were full of songs and the smell of fresh bread. I remember the jingling bells on the donkeys and how the stone streets echoed under Daddy's footsteps. They brought me to the big temple, so tall, so quiet. And that's where we met a man named Simeon. He had kind eyes, a long white beard, and a voice like wind in the trees. When he saw me, he gasped and his eyes filled with tears. He held me close and said something I still remember. This child will bring light to every nation. Mommy's hands were shaking a little. Daddy didn't say anything, but he smiled the way you do when your heart is full. Then came Anna. She was a tiny old woman with wrinkly hands and the happiest laugh. She said, "God kept his promise," and clapped her hands like it was a birthday party. After that, we went back to our little town, Nazareth. Oh, Nazareth. It had the softest hills, the juiciest figs, and the sweetest lullabies from Mommy. Daddy made wooden chairs, and I liked watching the wood curl off his tools like tiny cinnamon ribbons. I helped by carrying little wooden blocks. And yes, I dropped them a few times. Once I stepped on a nail. Ouch! But Daddy kissed my forehead and said, "That's how strong boys grow stronger." I chased butterflies, counted stars, and sometimes, I snuck grapes from the market when Mommy wasn't looking. But I always said sorry. When I turned 12, we took another trip to Jerusalem. The temple was buzzing with people and prayers. And guess what? I got so excited learning from the teachers. I didn't even notice when Mommy and Daddy left. For 3 whole days, they looked for me. 3! I think Mommy might have cried a little. They found me in the temple, surrounded by teachers who were scratching their heads. I was just asking questions about love and why some people feel lonely and what it means to listen with your heart. Mom said, "Why did you stay behind?" And I said, "I was doing my Father's work." Not Daddy's work with wood and nails, but my Heavenly Father's work with love and light. She didn't quite get it, but she squeezed me so tight I could barely breathe. After that, I went back home. I listened, I helped, I learned. I shared bread with hungry neighbors, made toys for little kids, and prayed under the olive trees. Every night, I'd look up at the stars and feel something warm inside me, like a hug from God. And that light, it grew and grew until it was big enough to share with the whole world. Even when you're little, God's light can shine big through your heart. Even your tiniest kindness makes heaven smile. Now close your eyes, little one, and I'll be watching from the stars, just like always. Good night.